This is the Banu Defender, and welcome to Star Citizen Rated. Before we rate, let's discuss the rating system. I like stats. Stats are useful. Here's some right now. But I started this rating system for myself in order to try and answer this one question. What ship provides the best experience in Star Citizen? I love what Star Citizen promises to offer, and I know the gameplay will come, but it's not here yet, and not all ships are made equal. So join me as I try to find the ship or ships that can give the most immersion possible in the current state of the verse. With that in mind, I have broken my review into two main categories: ship model and capabilities. With the ship model, we will rate visual detail, sounds, interactivity, crew accommodations, flight model, and quantum travel. And with capabilities, we will determine what kind of tasks each ship is capable of and to what degree. With all that said, here we go. Okay, here we go. The exterior visuals. The design is very unique. I like it a lot. The textures, the paints, even the landing gear. The pitting on the landing gear looks great. I love the gold filigree and leaf design. The texture underneath looks like it even looks bumpy. It's great. It's very, very alien. I think they did a great job with the design, the textures, little intricate details. Even the engines look pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with the exterior. There needs to be a physicalized button for the interior though. This is the interior. You got two beds, one for the pilot and co-pilot. You got weapons racks. There needs to be a light switch. Everything's kind of dark though. I don't know what that is. Can't get in it. Overall, I really like it. Kind of wish there was a skylight. And I think you can choose which seat you want to go into as the pilot, the right or the left. I always preferred the left myself anyway. That's one of the best sounding startups I've heard in the verse. Okay, let's look at the control panels. Some of the buttons work. It's very unique. I like how they're thinking outside the box on this. A lot of the buttons still don't work. I'm calling them buttons. Maybe they're not supposed to work as buttons. There's some functionality there, but I think that could be better. I like the displays. You got 4 MFDs and your 2D radar. Let's take off. Now look at the landing gear. That is cool. Check it out from the bottom. Get it at different angles. I don't know, I like that so much. I don't know why. And the engines are green, I like that. I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite ships in the verse, so I'm a little biased, please forgive me. And it handles very well in the atmosphere. Too well? I don't think so. I don't think it's unrealistic. I like how it handles that. I also kind of like how you're offset from the center. I kind of do wish it was, well, I prefer that it's in the center, but I like how it's offset anyway. So I like it and I dislike it. I'm complicated, what can I say? You do some serious low flying in this. Alright, let's check out space flight. Luckily this thing's fast. It can go from ground to space pretty quick. And can I say that's one of my favorite things about this game. You get in your ship from the ground and zero transition from going ground flight to space flight. That's one of the best things about this game. And it's honestly why I try not to have any cuts in my videos. If I could do everything in one smooth clip, I would. Man, this game is pretty. Okay, let's do some quantum travel.
Quantum travel engaged.
And that is a totally unique quantum travel. I think this is the only ship that looks like this in QT. Okay, let's wrap up. For visual detail, I gave it a 5. It's got great detail, textures, no graphical issues that I saw. For sound, I gave it a 5. It's unique, full, and immersive. For interactivity, I gave it a 3. I think it needs an entry ramp button, needs a light switch, cockpit needs more functionality. You have to bind too many functions to your keyboard. And for crew accommodations, I gave it a 3. There's a bed, gun rack, storage, but it feels like it needs more. Flight model, I gave it a 4. It handles very well in atmo and space. It's not unrealistic for the ship design though. Quantum travel, I gave it a 5. It's very unique. The visuals, the sounds, they all feel great. And it's got a huge quantum fuel tank for the size of the ship. Okay, and under capabilities, single player combat, I gave it a 3 out of 4. It's very capable, assuming that you change out the stock weapons. You have to go with 4 laser repeaters or laser cannons, or 2 laser repeaters, laser cannons, and 2 distortion weapons. Both setups work very well, and you can definitely do some VHRT bounties efficiently. I just don't have any of that gameplay to show you because this is a rented ship. For multiplayer combat, I gave it a 1. So technically you can have a co-pilot and do some combat, but I don't know if that other person would actually help with the effectiveness in any way. Hauling trading, 0. No cargo space. However, this ship is useful if you're wanting to do some box missions with the ramp so you don't have to go upstairs, and it's got a large quantum fuel tank. For specialty, like mining, racing, refueling, I gave it a 0. You can't mine with it, you can't refuel others, and though it is fast, the ship really can't compete with dedicated racers. Planet hopping, I gave it a 3 out of 4. The only thing keeping it from rating a 4 is not being able to transport a vehicle. For party vote, 0. No parties for you. So with a total out of 54, I gave this a 32. A very respectable score considering it's really made for just one thing, combat. If you like low flying, 1v1 dogfights, or just getting around the verse in an alien planet hopper, definitely give this golden crab a try. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please let me know by hitting that like button. You can also subscribe for more Star Citizen videos. I would also appreciate any feedback you can give in the comments below. Let me know what I can do to make more informative and enjoyable content. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the verse. Well, that was weak.